Stop it. Stop that. Okay. So we're gonna make some slop today. We're making some slop today. Uh, and I'm gonna teach you. I think I'm gonna say why Vegas is like better than every other editor out there. Not really. It's not. Let's be honest about it. It's not better than every other editor. It's just the one that I know the best when it comes to producing something very fast. So let's just say that I downloaded something from a website. What's your favorite website? It's Twitter, right? Okay, yeah, it's Twitter. Your favorite website is Twitter. So I downloaded a clip from Twitter, and then I just dragged it onto the timeline. Let's say I drag it onto the timeline. I'm just gonna hit redo or move forward in the little track up there at the top because I already downloaded my thing. All right, I'm gonna do this little thing where I want these boxes to pop up one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of these different boxes. All of these different boxes. So in order for me to make them pop out individually, even though it's all one thing, see, it's all in one, right? It's right there, right there. It's all in one place. I want to divide them all into 8 layers. So I'm going to take this layer right here. It says 1 within the corner. This is layer 1. And then I'm going to click where it says duplicate track. Now I have 2 tracks. Now I'm going to hold control and click on 1. I'm going to click on track 1. I have 2 different tracks held, right? All right, I'm going to hit duplicate again. Now I have 4. I'm going to hold control and shift because this way I don't have to individually select the tracks. If you hold control and shift, this is a Windows thing. If you are Windows brained, Microsoft Windows brained, then you understand that many commands can cross, contaminate into other programs and applications. So if holding control and shift usually selects everything between the highest and lowest point. So if I click track 4 and then hold control and shift and then click track 1, all get selected. Duplicate again, and now I have 8 tracks in total. All right. So I'm going to divide out each of these little rectangles, make a little mask by clicking this area that says mask, checkbox it, and boom, right there. And you don't want to, do it again because you're still on the same layer. So we're going to a new layer now. Each time you just keep it up, just keep it up. Aren't there? Just keep it up. Use the arrow keys to make it a little more concise if you want to. It doesn't really have to be concise because we're making slop. There's not a lot of precision when it comes to slop. So just keep it going. Just keep it going. Right there, just like that. Nothing too crazy. And what I could do just to make sure that, because generally these are all the same shapes, right? So if I don't want to keep making the same rectangle over and over again, it's very simple. What I'm going to do is, watch this. Which layer is this? I think it's the third one. Let's take a look. Is it the third one? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to take this layer 3, this event. These are called events. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are events. These are 8 events. I'm going to copy the attributes on this third event and then paste them across all of these other events. So I'm going to hold, what is this, the right click? This is the right click. Hold right click and then drag up, select all these. I'm going to hit where it says paste event attributes. Immediately I get this box selection, this mask selection. It is now pasted on every single one of these. So anytime I come in here, each of these files that I'm trying to arrange, they've already been, you know what I mean? So actually what I get to do is this little button over here that says move freely, X or Y. Right now it's unlocked, so it's not X or Y, it's kind of both. It's moving around freely, so I can click this and move around in a circle. I can do that. I can do whatever I want to do. It's lagging a little bit, it's shy. Whatever, I'll do that. All right, so I'm going to click this, so now it's locking the X axis. So it's only going to move to the left and right across the X axis. Look at that. That's speed. This is the speed of a seasoned editor. Very easy. Come to the next little one. Let me see, was that on 4? Let me check. So this was 4, let's go to, yep, this is 5. Now I'm going to see what I just did? I clicked on the Y axis, now we're going to move it down. This way it doesn't get off track. See how I can't move it to the left or right, I only can move up and down. I'm on the Y axis now. Look at that, boom, beautiful. Beautiful. So that should have been 5. I'm going to take 5. I want to keep 5 placement because I'm just going to move boom and then boom. That's it. Watch this. Watch this. Copy. Select. Paste. Go down to this one. Oh, I messed something up. I don't do shit like this very often. This is kind of childish to be honest, but copy it again. Sometimes the copy is a little messed up for some reason. But yeah, that should have did it just now. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what happened. But anyways, move it over. Move it down. Move it down. Copy this one. Paste it here. Get in there. Move to the right. Move it to the right. And what I get is, if I go to each individual layer, one by one, I can solo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some weird, After Effects editor is going to come in here and tell you there's a faster way to do this. And some AI tech bro is going to probably say there's a faster way to do it too, but it's going to be off. All I know is that this is actually a video. That's what I do know. This is a video. One of these is missing somehow. Which one? I feel like I fucked something up just now. Undo. I'm undoing the wrong thing. Hold on. Is it yeah, it's a frame. You see how it's moving like that? How it opens up? It's because I put the keyframe in the wrong location. It's down the timeline. See? It's right there. So I need to remove that keyframe and then put it in the beginning. It doesn't have to be the beginning. Since it's the only keyframe on the timeline, there is no animation information here. Even if there were 2 keyframes on the timeline, if they're duplications of each other, there is no animation. It's just going to sit there. I'm going to remove it just because that's just good manners for me. Anyways, so I can select all these layers, hit the S button, which solos them, mute them all at the same time, or just solo them one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Now, here's the next step, because I'm not going to leave it at this. A lot of people don't know about the click and drag method. The click and drag method. This is why I like Vegas. I'm not saying other editors can't do this, but it's the Windows mentality. It's the Windows mentality. I don't know how people do things on Macs, but I like the click and drag. I'm a clicker and a dragger. I'm a fucking clicker, okay? And a dragger. I'm a fucking dragger. All right, so I got some music I just dragged onto the timeline. Very easy. I think I done with the wrong thing somehow. Give me a second. I don't know how this got on my. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Get this out of here. Just try it again. I don't know what happened. I got the wrong MP3. A lot of you people don't know what MP3 is. That's fine. It's actually not. Your generation's doomed. Let's see. So I got me a little track in here. Somebody made a lo-fi remix. I don't like lo-fi, but I know the new gens do. So we're making Slop. So that means I'm appealing to people that I don't really usually appeal to. Anyways, that's it. That's it. That's almost it. I'm not done just yet. First, I'm gonna do this little thing where I come in here and make a new track. Paste this up here at the top. Event. So I'm gonna unmute or unsolo all these, and then let's go ahead and. So what we're gonna do is hold on. Let me make a white background. Insert a layer. Insert generated media. Solid color. White. And then I'm gonna time it out. How long should this be? Not 10 seconds. I think so. Yeah. Well, that's about right? 10 seconds, 8 seconds. Let's test it out. I'm a timed editor. I'm a flow editor, so I get a feel for how things should flow based off of how much time things will kind of take care of it, more or less. So this is supposed to be like a square orientation. This is a wide for some reason. It's wide. Let me see. I might have somehow. Yeah, I don't know what happened just now. Took us back to where it was. I don't know how that happened. Very confusing. Let me fix these settings over here. Here we go. All right. So I got this little square orientation square. Now I'm gonna do this thing where I zoom into each of the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want these to pop out one at a time too. So I think I'm gonna say we're gonna start with the actual visuals first. So let's say I zoom into this one over here. That is this one. That's this layer right here. So this is Raven holding the book. Let me just rename it. Raven. Is it R-A? Is that how you spell it? Raven with an I first, or is it E? I'm pretty sure it's an E. Raven. Let me look that up really quickly. Yeah, I knew it was an I first. I should have trusted my gut on this. Raven book. All right, so now I got that. Changes up there. There was a way to, I forget, change the properties after take information, editing the take information. Easier. Raven holding a book. Here's a text. Introvert, what does it say? Introverts in public, introverts at home, introverts online, introverts in their imagination. This is very Facebook coded, but I'm making Slop. That's what we're doing today. So, where are we at? Let's see. Right click. Introverts. What did it say again? Introverts. Also, learn how to use your clipboard, because your clipboard's going to really help you. Learn how to use your clipboard. So, introverts in public, introverts at home, introverts online, introverts in imagination. All right. There's some way to take a screen cap and get the text from it or something like that. I forget what app does that right now. That's the fastest way to do it. You should really learn how to leverage a lot of AI tools to make your production process faster. And for anybody who wants to say, you can't use AI for everything, I say, go read a book, bitch. That's what I say. I say, go read a book, go eat some grass. Don't touch it, eat it, bitch. Eat it. Move out the way, bitch. Move. Eat some grass. Touch it. Fuck it. If you're worrying about your brain atrophying, literally, go to Ukraine and fight the war against Russia. If you really want to make sure you don't atrophy, go to the gym, pick the biggest guy and piss him off and get your ass beat. And you can live a very sedentary lifestyle. You can live a very extremely sedentary lifestyle where you do production work at the speed of light with AI, and you can offset all of the possible downsides of that lifestyle of using a couple of clicks and a couple of types on the keyboard, prompts, engineering, all the AI tech bro bullshit. You can do that. And then on the flip side, you can go and rob your local gas station, hold it up at gunpoint, and try to paint, the Sistine Chapel or whatever in the convenience store before the cops get there. You can try to make a 16. You can try to, you know what I mean? You can make some really crazy art before the cops arrive and arrest you at the gas station. People are so scared to imagine. That's it. They're scared to even imagine. When you say to yourself, I don't want to use these tools, they'll take something from you. And only you can take things from you. Because you have to determine what you have to begin with. Nothing can be taken from you unless you say that you have it. So what I'm saying is, if you think you have this sort of artistic ability, and you use a tool that takes it away from you, that clearly implies that, number one, it can be easily taken from you. And you have no imagination on how to make sure that you can offset that trade-off. If the trade-off is using a tool makes you stupid, it makes your brain atrophy in some sense, and you don't have the imagination to look for a solution so that you can use the tool and get its benefits, but continue to develop. If you don't know what that looks like, if you don't know how to formulate a plan, you're a loser. That's it. Anyways, you're a loser. No, seriously. And it's not, hold on. It's not bad to be a loser. Nobody's saying it's bad to be a loser, because everybody has to lose at some point. It's called dying. Everybody's gonna lose one day, permanently. So, all I'm saying is just, you're gonna die. That's actually what I'm saying. That's what you're gonna die. So, get ready to die. Get ready. And stop fussing about it. Get ready and stop fussing about it. You know what you can do. You know what your options are until the day comes. And assume the day is here. All throughout 2017, 2016, it was YOLO, YOLO. You only live once, and that's not this sort of stoner mentality, a weed head, pot head. It's the truth. You will probably, most likely, through all empirical evidence, all empirical accounts, you're probably only going to live once. And if you did live twice, you probably wouldn't know about it because of some sort of Indian mysticism about, reincarnation and all the other stuff. You won't know if it happens. That's the magic of that non-secular reality. I'm getting off topic here a little bit. The point is that you're a bitch, and that's not a problem. But you are a bitch. You need to acknowledge that you're scared to do anything that your peers, if they see you doing these things, they will think lesser of you. Let's be real. Let's not be children about it. Are you looking around? Look around. To your left and right, up, down, counterclockwise, all that. Look around. You're a frail little orange cat in the corner of a house somewhere looking for somebody to throw a piece of bologna in your face. You're a little thing compacted inside of a house, corner of a house where there's low lighting, and it's 9 o'clock in the afternoon, and you don't know what to do with yourself. That's what you are. That's why you're on YouTube. That's why you're on Twitch. That's why you're not out there at the construction site risking your life with other men with no shirts on in 20-degree weather, moving around buildings, trying to prevent the next 9/11. That's not you. It may be you from 9 to 5, but when you come home, you say, thank God, I don't have to go back to work until it's time to go back to work. and you spend the next few hours on Arknights or whatever it's called, Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders. You spend the next, and you pop the bong with the boys. You say you smoke a dish, whatever. I don't know what you drug addicts do, but you fuck around with the dish, a bowl of that green gumped up. You know, you take a stick and you start. What is my mom doing? Apothecary diaries? I don't know. Whatever she's doing when she makes those drugs to cure those Chinese diseases, you're doing the same thing when you hit that bong. When you come home from work and you say, I love this, I'm gonna be high and I hate working. That's you. You're the orange cat with the baloney in your face. With the baloney in your face. So, simply put, what I'm trying to say is, I know that was a lot. Stop hating. Stop hating. And you don't hate on anybody as much as you do yourself. We know that. We know that. And in order to have this outward hate, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? In order to have this outward hatred, listen to me, listen closely. In order to have this outward hatred, it has to first be internalized. That's not possible for you to have outward hatred and having it come from nowhere. It's not possible. That doesn't go to school. Go read a book. Go sign up for a class, and you'll find that what I just said is consistent across all empirical accounts in all academic fields when it comes to anything from sociology to psychology to neurology, neuroscience. It's consistent. It's consistent. You have to internalize the very act, the methodology, the concept of hatred, dislike, distaste, disgust. It has to come from within first. You have to be able to compare things to say, well, I like cheese, but I fucking hate milk. They're the same thing, you dumb bitch. But the difference is how they're created or some sort of process for how they're, I don't know anything about food. Okay, I'm not a fat son of a bitch. But what I do know is that when you bite into cheese and you say, I like that, but when you drink milk and you say, I hate that, you're comparing things. You're saying one is tasty, one is disgusting. You learn that, you internalize it. So when you smell somebody that smells like milk, you say, I hate that bastard. That's the milkman. He's coming to my house, and if he steps too close to my porch, I'm gonna get out my blunderbuss and bust him back. If he touches my front porch, he's getting a blunderbuss to his face. I'm gonna shave off a few follicles on the top of his head. I'm gonna shave off a few follicles on the top of his head if he gets too close to the door. Just leave the milk at the front porch so my orange gato, my cat, can do a little licky with the milk. But I don't drink that shit. That's what you're gonna say. I want the cheese, but I don't want the milk. That's where my gato, my orange cat. That's you, the orange cat, hating the milkman because you hate yourself for eating dairy products, not realizing that cheese and milk are the same thing, but because they're built slightly differently, you think you're a little interesting. I hate cheese haters. Oh, people who eat pancakes, they're such fucking freaks. I hate pancake eaters, but I love waffles. Oh, I love the way the squares just come out of nowhere. Shut up, bitch. They're the same things. They're the same things. You're just being a weirdo because you're gonna die soon. You're gonna die soon. You have about 70 years to live. 70 years, and you think you're gonna last forever. I guarantee you. Once 17 comes around, you will wake up. You will wake up for the first time in forever. 17 pops up out of nowhere. I'm telling you. I've been there. Done that. 17 pops up out of nowhere, and in an instant, you'll be 27. You'll be like, damn, where did the time go? You're gonna stop listening to rap music and start back listening to rock music, where they scream about wanting to die all the time. Okay? That's gonna be you again. You were like, oh, I love rock music when you were 7 or fucking 13, and then hip hop came in and took over America. Now nobody likes black people. What do they call it? Negro fatigue. And then you're gonna get into that. And you're gonna go follow Nick Fuentes for a couple of months. You're gonna turn 27 and realize that Nick is not it. He's gonna be dead in a couple of fucking years. They're gonna get him. They got Charlie. They're gonna get him next. Okay? Make no mistake. Anyways, we're learning how to edit. We're learning how to edit. That's what we're doing. I got a topic there for it. Let's keep editing. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Nobody's in the house. There's nothing to do.
Someone that's very concerned about.
Hello? Somebody died? Hello? Did you mean to call me? Because I can't hear anything. This must be a mistake, right? This is a mistake. Okay. Anyway, back to work. So, that's the butt dial. Introverts in public. We were editing, not talking about politics and nihilism and German philosophy. That's not what we were doing. We're gonna cut that part of the video. Okay. So, this is Vegas. It's my favorite editor because that's called Stockholm syndrome. You know, you get beaten up by an ex, a significant other, a mother, a father, a grandmother who doesn't like you. You get beaten up by them at a certain point in time. You get really good at knowing when they're gonna throw a punch. So when you just like, oh, I love my grandma. I don't want to hurt. I'm not gonna, what do they call it? Fighting games. I'm not gonna take her throw, but I'm gonna like dodge. I'm gonna dodge out of the way. So when she throws that left hook on my granddad, when my father, who's very abusive, throws that left hook, I know it's coming, so I can go in for a reversal and hug him. Say, I love you, Dad. That's what working on editing is like. You hate the entire process for like 10 years straight, and then you love it in the last year of your life. You're gonna be dead next year. Because that's just the process of art. Any artist who's serious about what they do, they're gonna tell you that a large part of what they do, they hate it. They get on Twitter and say, I love making art. They're lying to you. They're frauds. They're being fraudulent. That's why every other artist, every other content creator, every other person who does anything, produces anything, makes anything, they have a sex dungeon. Because they need to wean off that pressure that comes with making stuff constantly. The Epstein files, the politicians, they all do it because making anything, presenting themselves in front of a public audience constantly 24/7, yada, 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 it takes a toll on you. So you need something to kind of make you feel like you're still alive. So you do very weird things in the background. And they're gonna be like, Carl, so what do you do? Huh? You make stuff. You've been making stuff for almost 15 fucking years. What do you do? You stay sane. And it's very simple. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. Anyways, let's get back to the edit. So basically, we're gonna zoom into, first and foremost, we're gonna do a little cascading card effect here, okay? A little cascading card effect. So we're gonna say, one pops out. Notice that I said we're gonna work on the book first. So we're gonna book, and we're gonna get all the text ready. Introverts in public. Introverts in public. Let me look at that. Let me get that little file right there. Just gonna put that on each of the ones that have a text. So introverts at home, introverts online, introverts in their imagination. So this one over here is introverts in their imagination. You can tell them they're good at spelling. I'm not gonna check to see if I even spelled that properly. I don't have time for that. I just got for about an hour straight about nothing. Introverts online, enter. And then we got introverts at home. Right click, properties. Introverts at home. Boom. I can barely see that. And it's all colored the same, so I'm going to get confused there quickly. So let me just anyways, so we got feet. We got or getting destroyed. And then something about imagination. I think this was a bad frame, but who cares? Who cares? I don't care. I didn't make it. I'm just repurposing it because we're making Slop today. This is the cafeteria special, the Slop special. Okay. So we got feet. I'm going to start with this one. I should start with this because, I love. So we got that one. And then we got the or gangbang. This is like a reverse gangbang. She says this is the kill yourself episode. Kill yourself. And this is the part of the anime where like you find out that Friven is absolutely able to like destroy the entire Demon Slayer universe in, like within like a one shot, because some of the stuff that she does in the anime is people just forget. They just forget. See, the thing about like, what's the word I'm looking for? versus battles, all that kind of stuff. People just forget like large scale things. If a character's abilities are too large in scale, it cannot be quantified in a simple person's mind. So when they see a character, it's like, oh, light speed. Light speed is very cool up until the point where you study science for even a couple of days and you realize that there are things faster than light. Okay? There's things faster than light. Number one. Number two, when a character like Friggin, who has this sort of weird, apparently non-magical ability, do you recall the fight, the Mimic fight, where she teams up with Fern to fight herself? They try to kill the Mimic version of her, and for some reason they can't because she has a literal fucking barrier around her that pops up and nobody can sense it. Yeah, you can't. How do you speed blitz that? How do you speed blitz somebody who has a permanent barrier on them that activates whenever they're in trouble? That's some fucking Sun Jin Woo type shit. Shut the fuck up about this Tanjiro. No, what are you talking about? Apes. Anyways, so yeah, speed blitz these balls. Let's see. So this is the they have like so many weird shonen moments in Friggin where they're like saying she's coming, she's getting ready to do it. Remember that she's gonna break the barrier or some shit so she can let her student. She literally breaks a barrier just to let her student do fucking water bending. Come on now. She doesn't do it because she's trying to show off. She does it. I'm gonna let my kids learn something. I want my kids to feel like they're useful. So I'm gonna break a fucking barrier that hasn't been shattered in 1,000 years or some shit, just so my little fucking daughter can make it rain at the club on a Friday night. It's stupid. It's crazy. She just casually does weird things, and people are like, "Oh, she can." Tanjiro, no diff. I told my friends this last night. I'm tired of this popularity contest shit because people like Tanjiro so much. Look at him and his little rowdy boyfriend group. I love Tanjiro. He could definitely take free reign. I need people who say things like, "Oh, Arknight should win Game of the Year because I'm tired of single player games winning Game of the Year. I hate whenever things like fucking Baldur's Gate 3 wins Game of the Year. Why come my shooter can't win Game of the Year?" Yada yada. Shut up. This is not a popularity contest. This is not a popular. I need people like that to be sent to Siberia or somewhere. I'm tired of these humans existing, cohabitating the world with the rest of the actual people who think. Send these people to an island so they can continue to pay taxes, but outside of America. I want them to help boost our economy. Let them do their little. Australia. Send them anywhere. Send them anywhere. But they need to be somewhere else while continuing to support our economy through their gambling habits, through their porn consumption. They're going to eventually use their ID for porn, by the way. You can only stave it off for so long. You're not that strong mentally. You're going to eventually crack and pull out your ID, and you're going to keep supporting the economy. You're going to keep supporting the cabal that is not Jewish. It's just white. Let's be honest. It's just white people. You're going to support that cabal. You're going to support the American cabal, the Western cabal, the Western enterprise cabal. Shut up. Shut up about the Jews. Shut up about the Jews. It's just white people with a couple of black people here and there. Tokens. They're still tokens. They've been tokens for 200 years. They're still going to be shut up. Okay. Anyways, listen. We're talking about anime. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's backspace on that. And this one is, I don't know, Magic the Gathering. I need to play more games so I can stop using the same two references. That's been a big plan of mine. Kill yourself. Not you. Not anybody I'm talking to. I'm naming things right now. Let's see. I don't normally do this. I'm trying to teach people something. Yeah, I keep getting political. We're going to get PR training soon. I'm going to get PR training. So her in the book, Introverts in Public. Let's rename that. In public. All right, you got that. Cool. Introverts in public, introverts at home. And the feet, let's put that right there. Okay. Ahoy, I am person. Here we go. 1, 2, introverts online. Okay, move this over here. I want it to be like picture, text, picture, text, picture, text. That's what I want. We got a picture right here. In imagination, that's text. Slide this down, I think. Put this in here. Magic the Gathering. I think I've reversed the order. Hold on. Yep, yeah, okay. Online. Kill yourself. Okay. I can only say kill yourself so many times I need to before I get the Google cabal after me. Let's see. All right, this looks fine. I am overcomplicating this a bit. We're gonna let this loop a little bit. It's kind of loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. Hopefully I'm gonna turn it back up. Hopefully I'm gonna turn it back up. Turn it back down some more. All right, so we're gonna offset these literally bit by bit. We're just offsetting these. This is actually, my timing is, I'm looking for it. Horrendous. 1, 2. Let's look for timing. We're looking for like a millisecond. That's like nearly 1 second, right? So that's 10. This whole thing is 10 seconds, and we have 8 images. Okay, so we need like, 1 point, something like, I don't know, 80 milliseconds, whatever the fuck that means. We're gonna use that little bracket of time right there, you know what I mean? That bracket of time. Okay, so I'm gonna take these little brackets right here. I don't think I can drag these around. Yeah, I don't think I can drag these around. If I hold them, control maybe? No. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, so what I do know is that I can do this, and then drag that around. Yep. So I got timing now. So you see how I have these already lined up? My eyesight. I'm just really good at naturally knowing how to paste things, because I spent almost 2 years straight doing manual rotoscoping. What does that mean? It means that I've spent for almost 2 years straight using my eyeballs to track how things visually should move across a plane. Plane is not like the 9/11 thing. A plane is in like surface level. Surface. So tracking forward, backwards, across a z-axis, meaning zoom, across, depth of field, whatever. So, okay, so putting this here. Move it down one more time. I know somebody in the background is going to be like, there's an easier way to do this. I'm ghetto. I come from the Bible Belt, down under, as they would say in Australia, whatever. I come from the backyardigans, so I do things a little different. This is how I do it. There are a few editors that are faster than me, so let me do my own thing. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. This is how I do it. I know some Instagram editor wants to come in and say, you just press. Shut up. Okay. Shut up. All right. So here's the next step. I'm just going to play this to see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not counting right. I know my count is off. Shut up. Don't tell me. All right. So I'm going to add my white little background in. Yep. I'm going to add the white back. It's going to come back. It's going to come back. And then I'm going to turn on this top layer up here. I'm going to zoom in. Watch this. Zoom in. 1. This is called real-time editing, by the way, guys. This is real-time editing. Hold on. Let me fix this. This is broken, I think. Hold on. No, it's not. It's not broken. It's the match the output aspect ratio. There we go. That should work. Technically, maintain aspect ratio. Set it to yes or no. Set this to no. Here we go. Not really. This is still broken somehow. Let me delete this maybe, and then bring it back. Hold on. Vegas. I'm not gonna say Vegas is wonky. What I am gonna say is that I don't follow a lot of the proper techniques for organizing things when it comes to editing. I'm a speed editor, so I learn as I go. Which is 10 seconds? This is 18 seconds. It's not proper. This is the end right here. This is the end. Okay. So this should give me the proper orientation. All right. So I have like 4 screens, but I'm trying to make this easy. So let's just go ahead and autoplay the loop or whatever. We're going to autoplay the loop. Like I said, we're going to do this thing where I edit in real time. All right. Now what am I doing here? From right here to here, we're adding a keyframe on the position timeline right there. And it's going to slide over. I'm going to zoom into the actual timeline. Playhead is right here. We're going to say 1, 2. We're going to slide over to this one. I'm going to zoom out a little bit to capture more. Introverts in public. So what we get is 1, 2. But we want to slide. What does that mean? It means that if I go into these settings for this little part right here, we want it to move from one position to the next position. We want it to slide. What does that mean? Watch this. We're going to come over here. 1, 2, 3. Keyframe. Come back over here. We're going to hide this right there. We're going to slide it off screen. Come back to the top so you can see what I'm talking about. What's going to happen is it's going to slide out. You see that? I want it to start sliding as soon as the camera moves to the other side. So I'm going to slide this back actually. That way you can see that it starts to slide. We're going to add an extra few keyframes to make this a bit more smooth. So we're going to add this over here. See that? You see that? You see that? Now it's a little too fast, so you can't really see it slide out. So I'm going to add some more distance between these keyframes. That way we get this number right here. Kind of offsets it a bit. You see that? All right. We're going to actually also adjust the distance. That way it takes... I'm going to make it faster, actually. I'm going to add a blur to all this so it's just not as boring. Like I said, I'm a different kind of editor. We throw shit in there as we go along with it. The blur will only activate for the sliding. It's not going to activate on her. Because she's already... See how she's blurred up like that? Because the motion blur, I'm going to turn that off. I don't want it to be on the entire time. So we're going to come in here with the RS, NB settings, blur amount. So we're going to keyframe the blur amount. It's going to be set to 0 right now. And it's only going to come on when the screen moves. Right there. It's going to come on right there. I'm going to add another keyframe. I want a keyframe for when it's off, and a keyframe for when it's on. So I'm going to double click this, set it back to 50. So we instantly get this blur right there. That pops out. You can't do this on CapCut, by the way. They don't let you get this intricate. They probably do. I'm just shitting on it. I'm shitting on it. All right, so get that. You also get this sort of thing where the video begins with her not really moving. Kind of boring. Just to kind of add a little spice to it, a little spice to it. There's a lot I could do here. Let's do something offensive, though. Let's do something offensive. What does it mean by offensive? I'm going to click this button where it says copy snapshot to clipboard. I've already been pretty offensive throughout this entire recording, so let's keep it up. We're going to come over to good old-fashioned, you know what time it is. We're going to go to Grok. We're going to go to Imagine. We're going to paste the copy that I just made. We're going to just hit play. If I can fucking move. There we go. It's a little different now. And usually when you pasted something in here, originally it would immediately animate or whatever. But now you have to add in text, I guess they fixed it a little bit. Like usually when you pasted something in here immediately, it would just start animating or whatever. All right. I usually don't give people the sauce away for free or what I'm getting ready to do next because new humans are being released like new games. All right, so we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this and save this here. Put that there. I'm gonna unlink this little audio layer, delete that layer. We're gonna make a new layer on top of this one. Put this up here. And the first thing to notice is that it's very, very, very far zoomed in because the original image was zoomed in. All right, so we're gonna zoom out. I'm gonna zoom out. There we go. So this isn't gonna work the way you think it's gonna work, to be honest. It's gonna be a little fucked. But because my eyes have been through a lot of abuse, I can place this with a certain level of accuracy, the likes of which most editors are unable to comprehend. This is the title only really belongs to me. I have been doing this for a bit too long. So you see how it kind of moves forward when you lift the opacity back up? It means it is too far zoomed in. So I'm gonna probably zoom it out across the bottom axis. Right there. Right there. So it's about on it. It's about on it more or less. So you can see that her face gets off model as fuck. I'm going to take the part of her face that isn't off model just before it starts to get destroyed. Use that as the initial frame, just so we can get some movement at the beginning. You see what I did there? I'm very good at what I do. I'm very good at what I do. I'm very good at what I do. I did all that just for 2 frames. Yes, I did. I did do that for 2. So even though I said it was going to be offensive, watch this. I'm not done yet, you dumb motherfucker. Who do you think I am? I'm not done. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, he's going to use AI. Let me show you how a real nigga uses AI. I said nigga the way that Nick Fuentes says it. Watch this. You thought I was done with your dumbass? I'm never done. Until I'm dead. I'm not done. Her face is still a little off model. Let me show you why. I'm still the king of this shit. Let me show you why. Is he gonna master odds? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Because when you mask all the time, you think differently. Your brain starts to corrode, warp, poison itself, pollute, cross, contaminate, congeal, shift like sands in time. Persia, Prince of Persia. We're gonna do a freeze frame so it doesn't shift too much. And boom, just like that. Watch this. Watch this. 1, 2. Just as soon as it moves. I did all that for a single frame. I did all that for a single frame. You can't even tell. What's the difference? That's off. That's on. That's off. That's on. Even though the change is extremely subtle, I did it. I took the boots. And the only reason why I even made that edit is because I'm editing in real time, and I was showing you something that I could do to fix any sort of AI things that you think you might be able to find. I showed you how I could fix any little AI fuck-uppery by masking. That's the sort of stuff that the other tech freaks, the AI artist folks, they won't go this far. They won't go this far. There's a whole video on why what I just did is lazy. But I have Blender. I have Unity. I have Blender. I have Unity. I have Unreal Engine 4. But I have it on my computer. I can pull it out at any time. It's not a problem for me. It's not a problem that I can't fix because I can do it in the mix. If you want to pick, you've heard the song, haven't you? Anyways, that's kind of the video. That's kind of the video. See how it's all blurry? Watch this bitch. It's kind of her eyes are really sharp. The rest of the image is not sharp. I got you right here. I got you right here. I got you right here. I got you right there. Watch this. I'm not done. Every little thing. Every little thing. I want it. Every little detail. You think you can pinpoint? I can fix it. Little eyelids. Oh, that's too much. That's lift it up. Lift it down. Eye colors to green. I can address it. Through masking, I can do anything. I can make 3-dimensional things from 2-dimensional. Obviously, right? Anybody would. That's how I got it. That's it. That's it. That's the edit. I'm going to do the rest of this outside of the recording because this recording is what, 11 minutes now? I don't even see how much time. So anyway, shut the recording.